All right, guys, good morning. I can't believe it's August 28th already, like crazy. Can everybody mute yourselves, please? Um, I can't believe it's the end of August. Like yesterday, I was literally thinking in the car that tomorrow, Susie, tomorrow, the 29th, is 6 months since the Miami Lakes Food and Wine. And that was like, I felt like that was like a lifetime ago. Like I can't even remember what life was like 6 months ago. So yeah, here we are. And we're like heading into like September and then the fourth quarter. So now's the time to really like push and get laser focused on your business. But like we do every week, and this is our third call, by the way. Like we do every week, we're gonna recap the lessons and give you my ideas, my tips. Susie will chime in when she needs to, and then from there we'll open the floor to questions. I'll try to go through this as quickly as possible. So this week we started with Emerald, and I think at this point most of you already know what Emerald is, but I'm gonna recap it. Some of you already passed Emerald. You know, the importance of being and advancing to the first rank of Emerald, it's like, to me, it's a real estate investment. So signing up your spouse, a sibling, like I did, right? I did that pretty much a month in after starting my business. When I became aware of the benefits. So, you know, my sister signed up for the discount. That was a no-brainer. She did it because she really loved Shakeology and she wanted the discount. And then I decided I needed to put that stake in the ground, right? That commitment that I'm gonna be here long term, and signed up Larry. And I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous because we were in the hole still financially back then. But I got creative, because when you're a business owner, you have to think outside the box. I got creative with the products. So what I did was I signed them up I bought a box of Shakeology under him packets, and then I sold them as samples. That way I was making my money back off that investment that I was making. My intention, not right off the bat, was not to like grow his business. I just wanted to get to Emerald, because that first month as a coach, I had already hit Success Club, and I realized that if I hit Success Club and advanced to Emerald, that I would get customer leads. And that to me was super important. And when I heard all the benefits of that, I was like, oh, well, Christy, I need you to sign up. And then I'm going to sign up Larry. And boom, it happened super quickly. You know, I think it's really important, because when you get the recognition like Lynette did yesterday, congrats Lynette for advancing to Emerald yesterday. It's really important. It's social proof that you're advancing your business, that you've hit that first rank. And for those of you who are, you know, the money side of it is what interests you, like it did for me. To me, it unlocks the power of cycle bonus, which is you can start earning money based on your team's productivity. And that to me was when all the, like, you know, all the alarm bells started setting off, like, wow, there's potential here. If I keep growing my business, I keep helping people advance, signing people up and helping them get to a place where they love the products, the potential for me to really, you know, start helping my family financially, it made so much sense to sign up Larry and to start moving on in that direction. So think about that. If you haven't done it yet, it's really important to start making those moves in your business and putting that stake in the ground. And if you need help or ideas or tips, you know that you can reach out to or ask us when I'm done with all of this. And that actually ties into the second lesson, which is sources of income. Guys, I'm gonna just plant a seed right now. When like 6 months into my business, I got on a call with my adopted sponsor, because I had a coach, but then he quit. So I really don't have like technically a coach that helps me. But he kind of adopted me, and he's a numbers guy, spreadsheet guy. He's an engineer. I was construction. It made sense. Like we kind of spoke the same language. So I get on a call with a team, and he says that he was earning, that week he had earned $15,000 a week. And I was like, I almost fell out of my chair. I was like, what? Like, what? Come again? And yeah, pick up my mouth off the floor, almost fell off the chair. And I was like, I told Larry, well, I want that. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I want that. That was when everything, like, woof, I realized that there's huge potential here. And the sources of income start from commission, which a lot of you are earning right now by selling challenge packs. There's cycle bonus, which that is, you know, you can make at a 10 star $12,000 a week in cycle bonus. That's the maximum. You have matching bonus. So as like Susie and I that have diamond leaders under us, or even emeralds, because we earn matching bonus off of emeralds, you get 10% of what you guys cycle. So if you guys have a bunch of emeralds under you, or you start working with your team and creating diamonds, and you guys are all working together as a community, the potential to earn is huge. But here's the thing, this is not a lone sport like track and field or swimming. This is a team sport. This is like basketball. This is like football. We work together. And if one link is missing, things start to go awry. So we have to learn that the income comes when you start working as a team, and your people are doing, and you're duplicating what you're doing down the line, so that people are producing, getting results, paying it forward, blessing people with the opportunity, and it keeps kind of like trickling on from there. I just want to remind you that when I signed up, I was one. I checked the other day to see how many coaches are in Diesel Nation this year, and this year has been an immense growth year. We're at 13,000. It's when it started, I was one. It was me, only me. Then it was Christy, then it was Larry. So from 3 to 13,000 in 10 years. I mean, that is proof that our team, that the trickle effect and the spiral web of it grows way beyond you. And that's the beauty of this. So, you know, the sources of income are limitless. You just have to, with time, you'll start to learn everything. I mean, when you get to 2-star diamond, there's a bonus there. 5-star diamond, there's a bonus. 10-star, and then 15-star is superstar diamond. That's the big bonus. And that's on top of everything else. So, you know, leadership, you get, you know, you'll earn as you grow as a leader. So those are all things that you need to be aware of, so that you know that this is not just income based. Let's just make sales. No, let's create leaders. That's what we need to do. Let's create leaders. Okay, you are CEO, which then ties to that. I think all these lessons, they all have a pretty flow, because they all kind of, they all intertwine. To get to leadership, you have to be a CEO. And that means being proactive. It means learning the business. It means going to Google and figuring shit out. It means stepping up and treating your business like $1 million business. Even though you may not see it yet, treat it as $1 million business. So I always, in the lesson, Susie quotes me, because I do always say this. Well, actually, when I first started, you know, the 4 vital behaviors, back then we had the game plan. And it was like a bunch of steps. One of them was treat your business like a business. But why not take it further to treat your business like $1 million business? Because if $1 million is something that, you know, is hard to accomplish, to achieve, and it's something that you value, don't devalue what you're doing just because our overhead cost is $15.95 a month. I think that's a reason to value it even more. I mean, what a gift to be able to look where I have gotten in my life. What a gift it is to grow, to potentially grow $1 million business when your overhead cost is $15.95 a month. That is a huge blessing. If you opened a boutique, it would cost thousands upon thousands to open a brick and mortar company, and there are no guarantees of success. And then on top of that, you're not going to close your doors or not show up to a boutique because, oh my God, you don't feel like it today, or you're under the weather, or you're depressed. Don't devalue this business because it's just, oh, it's just $15.95 a month. No, I think that's more reason to hit it hard, and because the income opportunities are exponentially bigger than a brick and mortar business. So, I mean, some obviously, you know, are exception to a rule like Amazon, but those are like anomalies. This is a beautiful thing. I mean, I just think back, actually, this is a good point. When I achieved, on August 9th was my 7-year anniversary of leaving construction. And my brother-in-law, I said, oh, Danny, because Danny has like great ideas. He says things in certain ways that I'm like, oh, that's such a good point. He said, you know, that's amazing, 7 years. Can you imagine if you would have stayed in construction, you probably would have earned $20,000 more a year in 7 years. Just 20. In 7 years, I mean, I've hit the million club like 4 times over by this point. And it would have never happened in a stable career, just like doing the thing that my parents told us we needed to do, you know, just show up for work. I took a chance, my sister took a chance, and our lives has completely changed. But yes, you have to work for it. But we've always treated this business like a blessing, like something that would transform our future, and we took it seriously. It's not a hobby for us. It never was for me. Not even from the beginning was it a hobby, and it grew and it flourished. And I'm just saying, like, it's, you know, success is not guaranteed for everybody. That's just the way life works. But at least this can, you know, transform so many areas of your life. And I just invite you to go all in, be that CEO, be that coach that you want leading you, and then go out there and just bless people with something that is special to you. And we talked about time management, but I'm not good with that, so I'll let Susie touch upon that topic. I am not good at that. I never speak on time management because that's not my jam. Challenge groups. Okay, so challenge groups to me are like the lifeblood of our business. That's where we're one-on-one with our customers. I think we're pretty much one of the only companies besides the leads, because no other company does leads but us, but that doesn't just like sell the product and be like, on your way. We don't do that. Like, once you sell the challenge pack, once you enroll the coach, that's when the work begins. You don't just sign and, you know, like dine and dash. It's not a one-night stand. We're here, like, this is a marriage. So the challenge group is where we're blessing people, we're teaching them, holding them accountable. So just make sure that you're committed to running a challenge group. And there's no right way. That's why like with this business, so many people do it in so many different ways, and there is no right or wrong way. You just have to keep doing it and keep trying different things. Like, I know I stopped hosting groups every single month, like a brand new one every single month. It was too much work. It was too cumbersome, switching people and inviting people and starting over and over and over. I'm like, forget it. One group for the whole year, like Susie does, and then in January, I'll reevaluate, maybe create a brand new one, and then we keep going from there. But you have to keep doing them. I know last week or 2 weeks ago, a topic of free groups came up. That's a great way for you to fill your funnel, especially for new coaches that you're trying to gain traction. Susie could give you tips on that. I don't do free groups, but you know, it's a great way for you to bring people in, show them the value of what we do, give them a taste of what it means to be supported, of what our products are. And then from there, if they're really enjoying the process, then you can upsell and you can show them, like, if you make the investment, you get the whole experience. So it's really important. And the other thing I wrote here is that in a challenge group, it's like a training ground for coaches. So you're teaching your customers how to be coaches, because then you're teaching them how to run a group, and that's really important. And then today's assignment is about selfies, and this is a good one because I want you guys to show you, highlight you. I think we talked about it last week too. You know, I used to post, I love the quotes and all of that. And I used to do, like, you know, I would create my own. I wouldn't reuse stock images, but I would create my own through word swag and stuff, and use like pictures and write fonts over it. I stopped doing that. People want to see you. I've noticed that when it's pictures of my family, the quote could be in the caption, absolutely, with a description, but let's feature you, not the stock images of MBF, you know, you working out. Go outside and take pictures. Get creative with your shots. Get a tripod. Tripods are great, and a clicker. That's how I take all my pictures. I don't have to bother anybody. I have a tripod from Amazon and a little clicker. I have a clicker in everybody's house so that I can take pictures when I need to. And it just makes picture taking more fun, and smoother, because you can take it outside. You can do a million things with it. But I want you guys to just accept the fact that people want to see your beautiful face. And that's what it said in the lesson. And don't be an undercover coach, because when you're hiding, you're basically hiding the business too, because we're not Beachbody. You know, my face is not Beachbody. I may represent, and people may see me and think, oh yeah, she does Beachbody, but it's me. I'm the face of my business, my values, my faith, my family. I'm the face, and people want to see more of me not just stock images. So that's it. Susie, you want to talk about time management?
I love it. Okay, so time management for me, I think when I talk about when I go to work as a substitute teacher is where I'm most relatable, because a lot of people still work. So what I do is basically just really work this business in pockets of time. What I do is in the morning when I get up, I already have my content or my post scheduled, or at least a draft of it, so that I could post it, so that once I get to the classroom that I'm not allowed to be on the phone, I put out something to the world or to my audience that says, hey, I'm here, you know, today's a new day, I'm blessed, or whatever. And then when I would get home from work, I would give my kids a snack, I would drink Energize during that time, and then I would get my workout in. Because when I do my workout, they would be doing homework. Like I would refuel them with a snack, then they do homework, which is great time for me to do my workout. I just tell them, save your questions until the end, and then I can go back to my kids, review the homework. Meanwhile, I'm making dinner, we have dinner, and then once I put them to bed, I sacrifice TV time to grow my business. Because I understand that right now I'm in a stage where I am building my business. So you have to just look at, you know, in time management, what works for you. When I'm home all day and I'm not at the school, then, you know, lately, my gosh, I'm like, who am I? I wake up now like at 5 o'clock in the morning because I'm eager to work the business. I'm not gonna lie. I feel so blessed by it that I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta get up and I gotta get my invites in and connect with people. So, you know, there's sacrifices. And as you get older, you start saying, where do I want my priorities to be? It's almost like if I owned a boutique, let's say, I would probably get up early and get to the store to organize it and make it look pretty. It's your passion. You invest the time, right? That in things that you love and that you want to be in. So my business, my office to me is like, yes, this is me. So I work my business, but look, like right now, I know that they're all day, like, mom, the computer, the teacher hasn't logged on. I didn't do this, I have questions, and that's okay. I will work the business in pockets of time because it's a blessing that we can work from our phone. And then lunch, afternoon, like I'll work out or whatever it is, however I decide to do my day, because like all this week I've been working out in the morning, but today I had an appointment, so I'm gonna have to work out in the afternoon. And then after I spend time with them, you know, again, it's, or even before, like I'm just checking my phone, working in pockets of time. You have to find what works for you. But I will say this, have a calendar where you can write down everything. Like, this is my calendar. I make it pretty because I want it to look, you know, cute, just because I'm like that. But if you don't have time for that, just do whatever works for you. Just make sure that you know, kind of like calendar your day, where, you know, when are you going to work out? Make sure that that workout is in. It's an appointment. Fitness is our business. So that's the first thing that should be like on your calendar, besides date night or whatever it is, you know, that's important to you and your family, or God, faith, church, whatever it is. But absolutely, like in my calendar too, I write down all my goals and I write down all my vital behaviors, like my workout, my PD, just to make sure that even though I have it in the business tracker, like in my calendar, this is the one that I use mostly. And I'll write down the themes of what I'm going to talk about. Monday is Mindset Monday. Tuesday is transformation. Like, I write it all down. So make sure that your time management, you know, you're being intentional.
Yeah, have a plan.
Yeah, have a plan. Be very intentional. So that's what I could offer regarding time management. Do you have something else?
Yeah, I was gonna say, now that you say that, I guess, you know, when I was working full time, when I first started this business, like a lot of things she did, I guess I did. It's just that I'm pretty much like squirrel, like there I go, off to do something else. But I would wake up at 4:45, work out for an hour, because back then the workouts were an hour. So work out, do some quick, like finish the workout. There was no dilly-dallying. There was like, wake up, the clothes were set, get dressed, go. Get on the computer for a few minutes, check the coach online office, check on my challenge groups, take a shower, get the kids up. Back then they were in preschool, so I would drop them off at early as hell. And then in the car, I would do calls. I would listen to personal development in the car. At lunch, and I would schedule all my posts the night before. So while I was working, I didn't even have to do anything because everything was pretty much ready to go. at lunch, sometimes I wouldn't go to lunch with everybody. I would eat in my own office, working, calling people, doing training calls, doing national wake up call. Every time I would leave to a meeting, I would schedule calls when I knew I was going to be in the car so I could talk to prospects in the car. So it was just a matter of finding pockets of time and making it work. But for me, one of the biggest changes was working out first thing in the morning, because that hour was killing me in the afternoons after you get home from work to then have to work out for an hour with 2 little kids. That wasn't working. So shifting that, get that out of the way, and then leaving. And then after the kids went to bed, since they were young, they were going to sleep like at 8, I would work, and then it would start all over again the next day. But sacrifices, there was no TV, there was no surfing the internet, it was work, laser focused. I got up every minute of the day that I found that I could work this business, I did, and it paid off. So it does take sacrifice. Not trying to scare you guys, but I was very desperate to make this work. So
no, and you do what you gotta do, but at the end of the day, as long as you just, I think the most important thing, what I'm learning, guys, is connecting with people. You know, I know that in the beginning it feels scary. I know that in the beginning it's like, I don't want to be flirting with people. But when you look at the people that you're going to bring into your business, and then you actually get to do life with, like Becky and I, that you actually not only collaborate, but you actually get to do life, that's the part where it should become very exciting. Because in pockets of time, you could just try to find your people by sharing your journey, engaging with those that are loving on you, and love them right back. And you could do that in pockets of time, because take away this business, you would still be mindlessly scrolling on social media. Yeah. So now what we're doing is we're just being intentional, and we're making a business out of it. How beautiful is that?
Yeah. That's a good point. Very good point.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think that because Becky covered all the other things, and I really don't want to add, because I really want to take the time to do Q&A. I find that that's where the magic happens. Becky and I agree on that. This is where you learn the most. So if you girls have questions that you want to, ask, now's the perfect time, because like I said, we're here to help you on your journey. So if you have any questions, just unmute and let's go for it.
Put some comments on some of the posts because I couldn't open some of the videos. So I'm not sure if you guys had the same.
I'm having a lot of that problem with YouTube lately. So can you tag me on the ones?
I put a comment on, it's the
you did? Okay.
Myron's, the challenge group one. I couldn't open that one.
Okay.
And the other one that you said that was like 66 minutes long.
Oh, the one of, I don't know why, the one of Jim Rohn, it keeps giving me that error. So did you tag me, or you made a comment?
I just made a comment that I couldn't open.
Okay.
So but it's those two that I found. I don't know if the other girls saw it.
Okay, no, that's fine. What I'll do is I'll go, when we're done, I have another call, but I will promise to, I just have to go back, find it again in another link and do that, because I don't know why YouTube lately has been giving me a hard time about that. But I'll get you those videos for sure.
And then the other thing was for Becky, if you could add me to your challenge group, because I kind of want to see how you do the yearly.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Let me do that right now.
I do have mine running.
Hold on, I have the link somewhere. And guys,
can you add me as well? I'd like to see it.
Sure. Well, I'll send you the link and you guys request entry, because the whole thing with bot groups, I don't know how to, I don't even know. I just send people the link, I'll get a notification, and then, hold on. I'm gonna put it in our thread. Everybody's in the thread, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, here it is. There's a lot of back and forth in that the bot groups. And by the way, I want another gift card.
You did? Oh my God.
I'm determined for that gift card.
Queen of gift cards.
How do you get that gift card?
I got a gift card for the bot groups. I don't even know why. I guess there's a lot of engagement, because I look at the app and it says 900 notifications. I'm like,
that's what it is. It's the engagement. I think it is the engagement.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'm going to post it here in the future.
Be the next goal. Get a bot gift card.
Is that right?
So you get a gift card for setting it up, or for the interaction, or all of it?
I'm actually not sure. I'm actually not sure. I got the other day I got tagged in one of the southeast region, like the beach body coaches, and I was in the top 3. I was like, holy shit.
That's crazy.
Yay, send me those gift cards.
Lynette, your name on here is hilarious.
So that's my husband. He
Yeah.
is the biggest goofball.
All right, girls. Any other questions?
Yes. So what? Oh, go ahead.
No.
So yesterday I was having like the biggest, not the biggest, but like I was having a hard time like getting myself together, my thoughts, Thankful Thursday. It was like a crazy day for me. So yesterday I had a really unexpected thing happen. So, I moved to South Carolina and I found, start a new job. So I'm doing that, and benefit selections, of course, you have to choose insurance, all that good stuff. Anyways, long story short, they messed up my benefit selection and they got everything except my medical insurance that I selected. So I get an email yesterday saying, hey, we're showing, actually I noticed it and I said, hey, what happened to my medical insurance? And they said, well, you didn't select it. I was like, yes, I did. I have proof. So boom, I give them the proof. They're like, oh, well, we'll fix that for you. So that we'll fix that for you is costing me $700 to back pay. So that was really mad yesterday. I was mad. I was upset. I was like, what the fuck? So sorry. I was like, what the hell? So yeah. So, I was telling Becky, I'm like, I'm really sorry, I'm quiet, but I'm just having a really hard time like dealing with this right here. And so it was hindering my creative ideas for posting yesterday. Mm-hmm. So really late at night, once everything passed and I had time to think and digest it and chew it and move forward with it, I was able to post. I was able to post about how some days are really crummy and how I use my workouts, my personal development time to, process and think and get past it. And so I was able to post. It was like 11:30 at night, but I was, you know what, I'm going to put it out there because it was on my mind. I was ready to release it, and boom, it was out. And then from there, I had like 2 people reach out to me this morning because of it.
Of course, because if it's relatable, then that's what's going to touch people. You know what I mean? And again, that's what I mean by when I say make connections. You can make connections by your post because the content that you're giving is creating an opportunity to then make the connection. Once you make the connection, that's it. It's an open door for them to be like, hey, I saw that you did this post. I'm interested. You know what I mean? Or if you feel good enough to like have a little bit of conversation and then just be like, hey, I have a boot camp coming up. Have you ever thought about joining one of them? You know what I'm saying? Like it happens very authentically when you look at it, that we are just here to create opportunity. We are master, I look at myself like a master at connections. And isn't that the meaning of life? Like, aren't we all here to connect with one another? You know what I mean? We're not meant to do life alone. So I think
it was like, and it was like such an exciting day yesterday because, I had the announcement of Emerald, and I was just like, I didn't have like anything, like, I just didn't have the excitement. It was really bad. But then afterwards, I was like, I'm going to release it. I'm going to put it out there. And I did. And I'm glad.
Yeah, I told her, that when you feel like that, you shouldn't post because if it's not coming out naturally, it's going to be forced, like just let it go. I remember that reminds me of when I first started that someone said to me, or I heard it on a call, or when I was very, very early on, they said, you can't post that you're in a bad mood. You can't post that you're sick. You can't post that you're drinking. You can't. And I was like, what? So what? I'm supposed to be like happy all the time? Like, that's not life. That's why it's good. Like, you think about what's happening. You can create a post about it when you've pushed past the anger or the and make it a lesson, and always have a lesson. You teach people how you came out of it, and then you become super duper relatable because people have bad days, especially now. There's a lot of people having bad days, but here's what I did, what you can implement. That's what I try to do, and it's helpful because we're teaching. It's a teaching moment.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of you.
Thank you, because I was like, coño. So it should be a good day. It should be exciting.
It happens.
Anybody
okay.
else?
Yeah, I think I just had a comment. I just wanted to say that's what I really wanted to focus on, is just connecting more with people. It's not about like selling the products necessarily. Like I'd like to, you know, eventually show them that, but I think by, you know, us posting, by doing stories, by showing, you know, showing what we eat, I think that's where, you know, they're learning too. Like my sister made a comment today. She's like, I can't believe how much you're eating and you're actually losing weight. And I'm like, exactly.
Exactly.
You know, you can eat and lose weight.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah. And she's still fearful. She has not signed up yet. And I'm letting her do her thing. I'm not pushing her, you know, and I'm just letting her see my results and, you know,
Exactly.
little by little. But I think that, you know, you can't force anybody, and just sharing your story is what eventually will happen. But yeah, I definitely want to focus on that, and like just the challenge groups and having them join me that way versus like, you know, bleeding the beach body to them.
Exactly. So. That is exactly what has to be done, because like I think I told you, I don't know, I have so many conversations.
Maybe
we can't convince. If we, because when I hear the comment, how do I convince? How do I get them? Or that language is not Beachbody, because what you said, we cannot, this is a very personal, touchy subject that we're dealing with, people's fitness and weight and emotional issues and all of that stuff. They also have a lot of misconceptions, like like most people do. They think you have to starve to death to lose weight. And it takes time for them to see your consistency, your results, your belief, what you're doing in your life, your lifestyle. That right there is the proof. So we have to remember that we're the walking billboard. We're the proof that the products work. As long as we're sharing openly what we're doing, giving value, teaching moments, showing how to overcome, then they'll see that we're not trying to sell them a product. We're trying to help them change their life, make an investment in your future. So I think that's powerful. And I'm glad that, that's what you're doing, because that's exactly what we all need to be doing, is sharing the value.
I think then conversations will start happening organically. And that's what we get from some of the posts. I think everybody that I've gotten so far has been more of that, an organic conversation, or they've seen something that I've done, or my posts where I guess I'm more vulnerable, which is hard for me to do. That's where I've gotten the most feedback. So that's something that I'm working on. But even if I get I'm not ready right now or whatever, that's great, because you know what? You're going to be my 2 points next month or the following month. So I'm keeping track of them, and I just simply say, okay, great. I'm glad you're thinking about it. I'll hit you up next month.
Right. Perfect. That's exactly what you should be doing, Carol, because again, guys, it's people are watching, and the not ready right now just means exactly that. Not ready right now. Even the no's. I've learned that the no's are just not now. They just don't know how to say that. You know what I mean? And it's like Christina says, that when it clicks, that you're just going to share your journey to inspire others, like Becky says, to change their lives. That's it right there. It's that. Right there. I mean, there's nothing wrong with selling a product and being like, oh my God, this product is phenomenal, because when we find a beautiful red lipstick, like when Becky wears her red lipstick, I'm like, girl, you know what I mean? Like, we share it. Yeah. We're like, oh my God. And when I get my little leopard band, I'm like, oh my gosh, guys, Amazon. It's okay to do that with a product, but the overall picture and mission is absolutely inspiring others to change their life.
Yeah, I don't know what the negative mindset is with the selling, because we're selling shit all day long.
All day.
We wear an outfit, we post it, we tag the boutique, we're selling on their behalf.
What did you eat?
Yeah, we go to a restaurant, we love it, like Sirocco, oh yeah, tag them.
Yep.
Susie loves it, my sister loves it. Okay, I'm going, they sold it to me. So, but I guess the glitch is here that we're making money, and I don't know why that rubs people the wrong way, but it's a business. The other day, I have to share this. The other day, someone said to me something that I actually got offended. I try to withhold like my attitude sometimes, but she said something like, oh, because I have to pay a fee to then sell on behalf of that company just so that they can pay me. That was the gist of it. And I actually was like, what? What does that mean?
How did you respond?
I had a little bit of a stern tone, and I was like, first of all, when you go to Costco and Amazon, you pay a fee to get a service. You pay Amazon Prime the fee so that you can get your packages delivered in a split second. That is the same thing. And why can't Beachbody make money too? We are a business. And you want the 25% off, but you don't want to pay the fee? That's not the way it works.
Right.
I got like, that just shows me that my belief is back, because before I would have been like, oh, you're just stupid. But now I was like, how dare you say that? I was offended. I was like,
but I'm glad that you educated her and you compared it to another business, because it's true. We have to pay Costco to be a member. It's the same thing. Hello, people have to pay a membership fee to use the gym.
That's how I look at it, and that's how I sell it. I'm like, look at it as if when you want a discount, when I sign them up as a discount coach, I say it's like your membership fee for using the office. God forbid, at some point you get
customer service, and
you can start using your own office, and you can start selling and helping, and you have the tools.
Yeah. I mean, especially if you're using the products anyway, what do you think? Beachbody is just going to give you like a discount for free because you're a good person? Like, that's not the way it works.
Yeah.
That's the incentive,
Exactly.
I was floored the other day when
that comment of like, oh, and I was like, snarky. Hello.
I had a no come back to me, and I don't support MLA organizations.
MLM.
Or yes, MLM. And she was like, pooh, she shut me down. And because I started off really nice, and I was like, hey, have you thought about this? She could really use it, honestly. I told Becky, I'm like, she's one of those people that really could have benefited from this, but she's just a hateful person that way. But I'm really friends with her husband. And I was like, hey, tell Patrick I said hi. So at the end, she goes, and by the way, I'll let Patrick know you said hi. Bye. Boop. I was like,
whatever.
Okay, bye.
That's how you're people.
Sorry, Carol.
I was having a conversation the other day with girl that I'm working with, and she's like, oh, I was trying to join like what is Orange Theory, and I didn't know how much Orange Theory cost, and she's like, it's like over $100 for like 8 sessions a month. I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, you will get for $100 for a year thousands of different workouts that you can do from the comfort of your home, where you don't have to worry about Corona and all this other insanity, because that's $1,200. That's $1,200 a year.
Oh yeah.
Most people don't go to the 8 sessions.
Yep.
There's tons of things that happens, and I think
they charge you. They charge you for not showing up.
What?
Oh wow.
Okay, so that's insane to me. I was floored when I heard that, and I'm like, okay, well that just makes no sense. People keep throwing the money away, right? Because a lot of people have gym memberships that they never use. Or they go maybe once or twice, and then you're paying a ridiculous amount of money. So I've used that as well.
I hope so. I hope you really have used that, because that educates people. You know what I mean? Like, it's important that they know, because we are here to educate them, and it's not for everyone, but for those that, they're ready to receive it, then they could be like, oh my gosh, I never thought about that. You just educated me, because that would be like a response that I would give. I would be like, oh my God, I had no idea. Like, I had no idea now that Lynette said that they charge if you don't show. Like, you're educating me right now. So that's great, Carol, use it,
The other thing is, I've also asked my close friends, I know that I'm doing this, some of them that have done this with me in the past, like, hey, like, even though you may not be ready to kind of jump back in, but if you know somebody in your life that you think would benefit from this, and that, 'cause a lot of people are struggling financially right now, right? It's just happening across.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, this is a great opportunity for somebody who wants to kind of maybe just make a little bit extra income to kind of get you by in the month, but the benefit also for your own health and well-being, your fitness and your mindset are even better. So I'm also having those conversations with my friends.
Good. And talk about the income in different ways. It's not just a little bit of extra money. It's supplemental income for those that, have another one, but it could be as big or as little as they want, Like, I like to talk about it in different ways, because some people are just coming because they just want to pay an extra grocery bill. But then there's people that are like, listen, show me the money. Like, I want to quit my job. So we've got to show all those avenues too.
That's a good point, but in all aspects of it, like I think now we're being a little more bold in like, or at least I know Susie is, but I started again, trying to get people to step out of their comfort zone when you're talking about all the different things that come with being a coach. And it's important that we are consistently highlighting, featuring different parts of this business, because it's yes, where I signed up because I wanted to earn an income, Susie signed up because she needed the community. And you need to like really make a list, ask yourself, I'm going to ask the question, we were probably going to talk about this next week, but I might as well just say it now. If Carl Deichler posted and said, or called you and said, as of today your business is closed, Beachbody is closing, what would you miss most? And I want you to think about that question, write it down, and then make a list of all the things that you would miss the most about being a Team Beachbody coach. And, for me, my list would be huge because I have 10 years of things, but the travel, the community, our events, this friendship, these friendships that we've had now, of course, the income, the freedom, there's so many things tied to it. We can't just focus on one thing, because where one person may want the community, another is looking to lose weight, another one is looking for accountability, another one is looking to earn money. So we need to have a list of different topics and then be able to share all the different ways that this business has changed your life.
Yeah,
we cannot be scared. Be scared.
I love that, because Jackie, she's one of my coaches and she's a new coach. So her list wouldn't be very long. Mm-hmm. But Jackie got a great transformation doing P90. I think it was P90, the 30-minute one. Mm-hmm. And she has a baby, obviously you could see, and she felt so good about the results that's what drove her to reach out to me and say, I want to do this coaching thing. It was the results that poured belief in her. So her list might not be that long, but Jackie got just one thing that is so powerful that when she shared her picture with me, she's like, I'm ashamed to share the beginning. And I'm like, are you kidding?
Yeah,
like,
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like even if it's small, if it's making you feel amazing, those results, that's exactly it. Like, how many people wish they would get a little bit of results because they plateaued or they don't have like the willpower, whatever it is. So what Becky said, share it all the different things, because like people are gonna come in for different reasons.
Yeah, and we need to start celebrating all the wins. The more we celebrate the little wins and all the compounding wins, and the fact that you reached out to 5 people, that's a win. Like instead of focusing so much on the things that are going wrong, let's focus on all the things that are going right. And that is what's going to help you stay in this community, because there's so many great things happening every single day. And it doesn't have to be this huge rank advancement. No, it could be the fact that you're getting on all these team calls, you're getting value, you're making new friends, you're stepping outside your comfort zone. Those are all, to me, even if you've lost 2 pounds, like that, the fact that you're consistently showing up, that is a win. And we need to learn to focus our minds on the positivity that creates excitement.
Yes.
So we have 15 minutes.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law signed up, I think it was this morning or late last night, my ex-sister-in-law. And she's showing an exclamation point because she purchased P90X back in 2011. Mm-hmm. She signed up as a coach with the MBF pack. I'll still get the 2 success points for that, even though she's technically inherited.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Congrats.
Thanks.
Yes, I know.
That's awesome. Such a good feeling.
I know.
She's a lot of work.
Close to qualifying for Next Level Legends, Audra.
That's awesome. But Audra, you know what? Even if she needs all the work, is that what you just said? That she needs all the work?
She's a lot of work, personality-wise. She's my ex-sister-in-law for a reason.
Yeah.
So.
But you know what? Look, just try. There's a little piece of advice.
Yeah.
try to like look at it like that people come into your life for a reason.
Right.
Maybe
Well,
she
she's my
needs
nephew's
you.
mom, so
Okay, there you
that's
go,
why
you know, right.
Yeah.
And maybe she needs you for that motivation. And people sometimes don't share that. That's the
Right.
thing. They won't. They'll be like, oh, I want to sign up. And they'll act like really cool. But it's because inside they're really like, man, girl, you don't know how much I need you. And I'm a person that's very expressive. So I'm very blunt. And I'll be like, oh my God, girl, you don't know how jealous I am that you went out with my friend and you didn't even call me. Like, I'll play around like that. And I get that not everybody's not like, you know, that everybody's is not like that. But at the end of the day, you don't know what she sees in you that she's needing. And there's a reason for that. I'm really into my faith, and I believe that like God puts people in your path for you know, reasons. And maybe he's putting you in her path because she needs you right now, and vice versa. Because I've been at a point in my life where I'm like, whoa, look who needs who now. Now I need her. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God. You know, like it's funny the way life works. There's seasons and stages and all that. And if you look at it with that, like there's a beauty behind why people enter your life. And I know that sometimes it doesn't always feel that way because when they backstab you or whatever, you know, it's hard. I get it. But overall, like my message is in your business, you know, I would be grateful that people are trusting me. And she's trusting you, and that's hard. She's your ex-sister-in-law. Yeah, so what she did was courageous. She could have gone to another coach too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So just, you know, maybe have an open mind or an open heart for that.
And I show that to her. What I say in here is definitely different from how I present it to her.
Love it. That's good though. You're there to serve her. I love it.
Yep. We're making moves, guys.
Yes.
Oh, Next Level Legends, just a reminder, is probably the way I see it is the next step from this group. Yeah. So I'm glad that they're kind of like coinciding. The deadline is Monday, the 31st. So you need to earn Success Club 5 minimum and have 4 active coaches. And then you get upgraded to Next Level Legends Part 2, which is going to be epic because, you know, it's not training. We're going to have kind of like this open forum question, answer sessions, power hours, recruiting blitzes, sneak peeks, emerald calls, like all the things to help you get to diamond in September. So
yeah, that group is going to be very action based. So if you want to understand the action part of this business, I think that's definitely a goal that you could make happen. Trust me. I mean, even though it's Friday, remember today's payday for corporate America. So today's a great follow-up day for people that you've had conversations. And if you work this weekend like you would today, like if today was the last day of the month and you work today, Saturday and Sunday, even Monday you have till midnight or 11:59, listen, you could pop 4 coaches if you're not there yet and hit Success Club. You can. You can. You know, even if you're not part of the flash sale today, you could even just say, talk about it. They don't know that you don't have anyone else in there if you don't. You could just say, oh my gosh, I'm having a flash sale. You know, do you want more information? And you never know. And give an incentive of $10 to Amazon or something. And if you're okay with that, and you know, you could listen, a lot can happen in 4 days, a lot.
Yeah. So Carol's qualified. Audra, honey, needs what? 1 Success Club, 2 points, 1 sale, I think, and Lynette needs 1 coach. So we're almost there.
We can do it. We can do it.
Right. There's time. 10 minutes. I mean, I was gonna say 10 minutes. No, 3 days. 3 days. There's 10 minutes left. But
I already reached out to 10 people this morning.
That's
good
great.
job. Good job.
Like I woke up.
Good job. Today is definitely follow-up day. Like go offer incentives, get creative, give them a shaker cup. People love free things. Give them something for free. Show them the value.
Yeah, you could even give away like beach bars or different flavors of Energize if they don't have it. Like I get a lot of people like saying, oh my God, I want to try the mixed berry. Like when Energize first came out and I had been saying, oh, I tasted it in Los Angeles because I had gone on a trip for a beach party and I got to taste it there and I talked about it. And I got a lot of people saying, I want to try a sample. If you're okay with giving away a little stick, send it in the mail with a card. Just, you know, it takes 2 minutes and people feel like, oh my God, you know, she really cares. You know, I matter. It's those little things, you know, that sometimes even like I tell my kids, just write this address down in an envelope. And, you know, like you can do so many things. You know, the other day I was like, Adrian, please just delete some pictures from my phone because I have so many. You can do little things here and there and just use your family. You know what I mean? If you can.
Yeah, the end of month is a great time to run incentives.
Yeah.
Run incentives. People love it. Like she said, a $10 Amazon card. If you don't want to do that, and like I have loads of products here. I've done, you know, not Shakeology, because to me Shakeology is sacred and I don't want to devalue it by giving it away for free. But yeah, Energize sticks or beach bars or recover packets, even bevy packets, you know, things like that. Shaker cups I've done. Back in the day in DVD land, DVD era, they used to make this extra workout. You guys probably remember every program had a bonus workout. So I would give those away, you know, whatever, to make them feel like I'm getting something, you know, like it's a great incentive. And, you know, when it gets push comes to shove and the last day, it's happened to me where I've been last day of the month still not on my goal, it's time to get creative. I've asked my grandmother to buy challenge bags.
I'm about to get my mom to do it. Like, Mommy.
If I'm one coach away from Diamond, my mother's going to become a coach.
Oh my gosh, Carol, one coach away?
When I get there, my mother. I need 2 more coaches.
Oh. Oh my God, you're almost there. Awesome. That's awesome.
Good.
All right, girls, just a few more minutes. Any last questions? Anything you want to talk about before we move on, so that you guys can work? And let me just say this. I'm actually hosting a power hour now at 12 o'clock for Diesel Nation. So if you guys want to take this now, what you've learned, and go on with me to actually take action, do more invites and connect, I can, you know, put the link and then you guys can just hop on that one and we can continue to work.
Yes, I actually did that with another friend of mine who she invited me just to kind of see what that was. I really like that.
It's good because again, it's this year's more training, but that is actually like kind of quiet and we actually get to do the work, which is important because we're all busy, but then we're like, and if we're only listening, then we're just being collectors of information. We got to get this information and now, you know, we put it into
I said this in our open forum, which by the way, Susie, the call I did the other day was super good. Like that sip and learn, but I called it open forum because I don't like that sip and learn. It doesn't sound good to me. So anyway, I did it, and actually one of my coaches, well, Jennifer Campos got on, so me and her kind of like ran it together just by accident, and Carol was on. It was great, right? We bounced off ideas. Audra was on too. Bounced ideas, talked about different things. And on that call, I actually talked about how there's so many options for power hours right now. Beachbody Champions has with top leaders of Beachbody that you can hop on. They're even recorded. So you don't even have to do it live. You could just find a recording and follow that system. If you go to Diesel Nation Rising, there's the No Snooze Crew power hours that Veronica's hosting. There's a schedule there. My coach Jeanette Maceda does them at 5:30 a.m. Eastern. That's the best. If you are busy, that's the best time. Not for Christina, because that would be 2:30 in the morning at West Coast. And what else? Oh, Susie's doing it. Plus, I think Adriana's doing them on Saturdays. Like, there's a million options. You guys just need to go find the information. They're all over our team pages. But action is what moves the needle. Income producing activities, and that's what power hours are. Income producing activities. I also mentioned the other day, like a lot of you that are brand spanking new, like it happened to me. I hit the ground running at the beginning and kind of went through all the people that I knew right off the bat, and then I was like, oh shit, we ran out of people. That's when you have to start finding new people, and that's what the power hours do. You're not going to run out of people if you're consistently doing those activities of inviting, of building relationships, of seeing who's, you know, making those contacts, like she was saying, finding people that you would like to hang out with. And that's what the power hours do. So I definitely think step out your comfort zone, go meet some new people in our community, and then go do the thing.
Yeah, and I put the link now in the chat And just to piggyback on what Becky said, not everybody is lucky enough to throw a post and then you get like, hey, I'm interested.
Yeah.
And I get that, not, you know what I mean? Like, I'm saying that because not everyone has to do a power hour. Like, if you have a huge following and you just do a post and people are like, hey, I'm interested, you know, and I think that with time you earn that credibility. But especially as a new coach, you know, I think that, yes, you do have to go out there and look for your tribe, which is why they say find your tribe. Because then those are the people that you're going to collaborate with. And it's kind of cool because then those are the people that you're surrounding yourself with. So it's kind of like, let me go out there and do an action hour to love on people. You know what I mean? And find my people. So, you know, if you look at it that way, then like I said, the power hours can be very, very magical.
Yeah. All right, I think so. Susie can get ready for her next call. We're gonna end here. Next week, take the weekend to catch up on any lessons, and next week is our final week, right? Yep.
Yes.
Final week. We gotta discuss the next one. So Susie,
Yes.
we'll talk about that next week. And guys, thank you so much. I hope you had a great call. I hope the information was. Oh, let's take a picture. Was epic.
And remember, the link is on the chat if you need it.
Wait, I want to take a real picture because those Instagram pictures. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, I'll drop it in the thread. I'll tag you guys. You guys are awesome. I love these calls because we're all connected, and that's amazing. So have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. Make every day count. The 31st.
Bye. Thank you so
Bye,
much.
guys.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.